so welcome or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Mumbi Kaira, and if this is you returning for the second, third, 10th time, thank you so much. Welcome. So you guys, oh, those are hugs for you. So today I wanted to talk about my medical school journey. For those who don't know, I'm a third-year medical student in Kenya, currently at the Mount Kenya University, which is the best private school. Oh wait, it's the best medical school in Kenya as of 2020. Yes. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about my medical school journey, why I chose medicine, how I enrolled in medicine, the emotional part of it, as well as the other part of it, financial part of it. So I finished my high school in 2016, which was 4 years ago. So they say behind every doctor, or in this case medical student, there is a disease behind it. So for me, my first disease encounter was when my late grandfather was diagnosed with cancer. For then I was still too young, so that I cannot say motivated me. But in Form 3, around Form 3, Form 3, my youngest sister was born, and she had jaundice. At that point, I didn't know it was jaundice, and I didn't know the underlying cause. I still don't, but I remember her being so sick and us being so close to losing her. And then this pediatrician came, and they just knew, through the grace of God, of course, because God heals, we treat. So I just remember her getting well, and I remember us going to the hospital. She was lazard, like she was hospitalized for several days. So I remember us going to check on her for several days, and me just feeling sad over it. And then she just started getting better. So that for me was the beginning. So all through high school in Form 4, I wanted two career choices, either medicine or law. Law because the only successful person I knew in my extended family was a lawyer who had his own law firm, who is my cousin. So I remember thinking, lawyers must be rich. I was motivated by money, let's just put it that way, at that point in life. So I finished my Form 4 in 2016. I do my KCSE, which is our exam, for those who don't know, the exam you do, so that you can now get your entry point for getting into university. So when I finished, I did not get an A, which is what I wanted. So I remember English, I had a B minus, which wouldn't let me get into law, because law is B, at least. And I couldn't read for it and then do law, because I was told I'd have problems when it gets to going to the Kenya School of Law. So that dream it died at that point. So I hadn't at that point I hadn't thought of medicine. So I did try, despite knowing that I had a B minus. I just went ahead and still tried to apply for law in some countries, in some universities, which means I failed. Like I failed the entry. I didn't have the entry points, so they didn't accept me. So I just wasted my money applying to these other universities for law. But anyway, so the next thing that happened, so I'm at a point where I don't know what to do. I've been called in for statistics, economics and statistics, which is something I did not want to do at all. Like I had zero interest. I did not want that career path for myself. And so I don't know what to do next. My parents have always wanted medicine, like it's been their dream. So at that point, I'm being a hard-headed teenager. Like I was about 18 or so. So I don't want to do what they want, not because I hate it, but because I don't want to do what they want, because it's what they want. So I want to do the opposite of what they want. So anyway, so it reaches around March. May goes by, June. It's almost August. I still have no idea where I'll go. So I live in Kenya. So my first options, of course, were in Kenya. But I had a friend, the school I went to, the high school I went to, we had several people who used to apply and go abroad to do their studies. So I knew it was like people could do it. So I had this friend who I felt like the process was too long, too tiring, too much, because she had to study, and it was a she and a he. They both had to study, do their exams, and in the end they didn't go. Because the guy had wasted about 2 years trying to get to go abroad. So for me, it wasn't in the picture for me. It was just out of the picture for me. I wanted to study in Kenya because I live in Kenya. I've grown up in Kenya. I love Kenya. You know, people like going abroad, but for me, abroad, I'm just going to go vacation and come back to my country. I am a Kenyan. Kenya damu. Anyway, so am I talking too fast? Sorry. So I go home to my parents one weekend, and we go to Ushago, up country, where my relatives are. So I have this aunt and uncle who I'm very close to. My aunt is a teacher, a high school teacher. So I remember her talking to me and telling me, at the rate where our country is going, you need to do something that in future you can employ yourself and sustain yourself. You don't need to look for employment for the rest of your life. So when you reach 40s, you're no longer employable. You find out you don't have a job. So you need to look for something where you can employ yourself. So that weekend, we started talking about the health courses. I did not think I had made it for medicine because I thought the highest grade you could get into medicine with was an A, and that was it, nothing else. So I remember thinking I'll have to apply for clinical medicine. So at that point, that's when my love for medicine started, before I even applied to medicine. So I went online, I started researching on med schools, I started researching on med students, on doctors, what that lifestyle is like, and watching all these series which are med school oriented, and I just started developing interest and loving it and getting excited about it. Because I'm those people, when I get excited about something, my face literally just shines and I have a bounce in my step. So on Monday, I head over to MKU to apply. Oh, so first I did not know I could make it for medicine. So I'm thinking I'll apply for clinical medicine. So I'm on my way to go apply to Thika School of Medical and Health Sciences for clinical medicine. On my way there, my dad calls me and tells me MKU offers medicine. We didn't know that by then. So he tells me MKU offers medicine. So just stop by and check out if you've made it. So I'm like, okay, I will. So I decided to go to MKU first. So if I've not made it, I go to Thika School of Med. So I went to MKU with the person I was seeing. And I remember this person telling me they don't want me to apply for medicine because I'll be too busy and we won't date well. Like, we'll be too busy to have a relationship. And second, Thika is just too far from Nairobi. He wanted me to go to University of Nairobi and do economics and statistics. And this is something I feel like I need to caution you about. If you're 18, if you're 16, if you're 17, don't make your decisions based on relationships, on romantic relationships. Don't make such huge decisions based on that. Unless you're married, that is the only time. Listen to your parents. They're older than you. They know what is. They might They might not know what exactly is right, but they have a clue. They have already lived in this world long enough. So just listen to them. Listen to their point of view. They have wisdom. God put them on earth for you. You're supposed to honor your parents. So I thank God that I listened to my parents and I didn't listen to this person, because if I was listened to them, I wouldn't have applied for medicine. Right now I'd be doing something completely different, and I enjoy medicine. I love medicine. So I just reassured this person that I won't get in, don't worry, don't worry. We'll still be idle together. Okay, bad joke. But anyway, so I went ahead, I applied for medicine at that point. So I gave out my phone number, and my phone had issues at that time. So I go back home. I didn't even go to Thika School of Medical and Health Sciences. So all my luck was just there. Like, my pot of gold was there. I didn't want silver. So I go back home. 2 weeks later, I get called to Kenyatta University for pharmacy. So I go to Kenyatta University. I even pick up my admission letter, but I did not want pharmacy. So I'm just going half-heartedly. And then I talk to them and they're like, well, you can get into pharmacy, and then within the first month of school, seek out a transfer to go to medicine, but it wasn't assured. So I was like, okay. So I just took my letter, I went to, but I did not want pharmacy, and I did not want this gamble, this life gamble they were telling me to gamble. So one day, so I've never gotten the message. My phone used to have this thing where it didn't used to bring all messages. So I forgot to give out my number instead of giving out my parents' number. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so for my, it's been like a month. I'm checking my phone every day. I'm worried. I'm like, whew. I feel like I can't even eat, I can't even breathe. No text, no nothing. So now I'm just resigning myself. I'm like, so it's either gonna be economics and statistics or pharmacy. I didn't think nursing. I have never thought of nursing. I just thought clinical medicine was my next option, which I had never applied to. So now I just have pharmacy left and economics and statistics. So now one day I'm online on Facebook, and I see MKU saying, if you do not get a response to your application, send in an email. So I send in my email. So I'm just there waiting. So after a day, I see an email from MKU. So my heart is like, so now I'm like, God, please, God, if I get into medicine, I will work hard. I'll be the best possible doctor I can be. God, I promise I will. All those promises we make to God. That was me. So now I open up my email and I read and I see the letters, the word congratulations, and I'm just like, yes. That is how happy I was. You guys, You don't know how happy I was. I just remember I called my dad immediately. I called my mom. I was so excited. I went to all my friends. I danced around the house. I don't even like dancing, but I danced. That's how happy I was. So now next came the fees. I was a private sponsored student. So now we had our fees, and I was just praying, God, provide a way, provide a way. And He did. So I got into med school for the first week. First week turned into the first month. The first month turned into the first year. First year I did my exams, passed, which was another heart moment, heart beating kind of moment. And then I went to second year, and now I'm in my third year of medicine, and I thank God every single day for letting me be here. If it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be doing medicine. It's something I honestly love right now. So I just want to encourage you, don't give up. The process might seem long, it might seem tiring. Maybe in your country it's a more complicated process than in my country, but you can do this and you can make it. That's all I have to say. Yeah. So that was a sort of long video. Anyway, keep tuned in. Subscribe if you haven't. If you want to see more med school related videos, that is what we'll be focusing on. Every single week we'll be doing a med school related video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the description. Leave them down below. Check out the description box for my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I mean, what are you waiting for? Come on, follow me. Yeah, so we'll be doing med school related videos every week, and I look forward to seeing you there. So don't forget to hit the like button, and if you have any questions, you can hit me up on Instagram, or you can leave it down in the comment below. Yeah, so bye, take care. Next time we'll talk more. Bye.